Dear CA final students, for the upcoming May 24 examination, after the AFM examination, we have 3.5 days for the auditing exam. And it is a golden opportunity which you can utilize very well for the auditing examination. Generally, students have issues regarding forgetting. We are not able to cover all the topics before the exam. So I have come up with the video. In this video, I will be addressing how to effectively utilize, and I will be giving you the tips, strategy, as well as the study plan. You can modify this plan according to your preferences, ease of learning. Okay, so let's start. Yes. So as we all know that in CA final, there are totally 19 chapters. I'm strictly going as per ICI material order. In the 19th chapter, starting with chapter number 1 to chapter number 11. Okay, all these chapters are relating to standards. From chapter number 1 to 7, it is standards on auditing, essay. Chapter number 8, it is essay 800 series. Chapter number 9, it is SRS. Chapter number 10, it is SRE. Chapter number 11, it is SAE. Now, if you see the weightage, this is ICA weightage. Okay, this weightage is approximately 45 to 55%. Now, if you see the MTPs, both MTP1 and MTP2 released for the May 24 examination, the weightage is somewhat 45 to 55% itself. So concentrate this area first. Now, going to the next important area. After this, the most important area which I feel is this one, professional ethics and liabilities of the auditor, which is around 17 to 24%. Again, if you analyze the MTP, both these MTP, around 24 to 25 marks were from professional ethics. But the thing is, this 24 to 25% mark was asked in MTP, but in different questions, like question number 2C, 3C, 4C, like that. But weightage is 24%, 25%. Okay. Now, after standards, we have professional ethics. Then, these two topics, we can keep it towards the end. You know what? Digital audit and emerging areas. Why? As per ICI, weightage is only 3 to 6%. What I've seen is one question, if asked, approximately 4 or 5 marks. Okay. Now, saying this much, all these are other topics. Other topics, yes, group audit, which is consolidated financials, audit of bank, NBFCs, PSU audit, internal audit, due diligence, investigations, and forensic accounting. All these together, approximately 17 to 24% mark. Okay. Now, this gives the summary of all the chapters. I will make a detailed video regarding each chapter, like a checklist, what all to study. Okay. Now, this is the summary of chapter-wise and the weightage. Now, I don't know whether ABC analysis is okay. I always feel you should have knowledge about all the chapter, but still, I'm just saying, more weighted chapter, you should be able to be attending well. So I have categorized chapter number 1 to 11 as A category and chapter number 19 as A category. 1 to 11 is nothing but standards, which we just said, from quality control till SAE, and also chapter number 19, which is ethics. Then in category B, all the other topics like consolidated financial statements, bank, NBFC, internal audit, investigation, due diligence, forensic accounting. And in category C, this one, the digital auditing, emerging area, plus I've put PSU audit. Because from all these topics, generally, one question somewhere around 4 to 5 marks. Now, what you have to do is what I think in my knowledge to do is this, you should be very, very, very strong. Second, this. And finally, you can concentrate on this. Ma'am, how to do this? Now, since you have much time when compared to previous attempts before the exam, around 3.5 days, what we can do is we can revise these chapters. You would have prepared some short notes. Even in the ICI journal, they are saying before the exam, prepare short notes, etc. So study the short notes, go through the highlighted ones in your material, and make sure you do test your knowledge uh, and test your understanding questions in ICI material. Okay, so I do say that as practice questions. Now, I said about 19 chapters and A category, B category, and C category. Now, said and done, going to the main part of the video, which is the plan for the 3.5 days. How 3.5 days? We will complete our AFM exam on 4th May. Okay, on 4th May, you will evening after the AFM exam, you will get somewhere around 3 to 4 hours. I know for the night birds, you will get more time. I'm saying approximately 3 to 4 hours. In that time, you will be, that day you have already given the exam, so you'll be a little tired. So you can go for easy chapters. Chapter number 5 and 6 are chosen mainly on that day because chapter number 5 is audit evidence, which is nothing but mainly 500 series. And chapter number 6, which is again 500 series only. Both these chapters are one easy chapters, two all are intermediate level standards. You can finish off quickly. Once you finish revising the chapters, go through the short notes or go through some material. After that, make it a point that you do the test your understanding and test your knowledge and MCQ questions in ICM material. Now, that's on the 4th May Eve. 5th, okay, each day I've put approximately, full day I've put approximately 14 to 15 hours. It can be 1 or 2 hours here and there, but still average 14 hours. Now, 5th May, you will be fresh in the morning. Okay, assuming morning you'll be fresh. Chapter number 19 I've put. Chapter number 19 is professional ethics. Professional ethics, I know you will take more time. So take, even if you take 4-5 hours, it's fine. Do it properly. Once you finish chapter number 19, make sure you do the practice question ICI material. Then go for chapter number 1 and 2. I mainly choose these two chapters because chapter number 1 is very small because quality control. And chapter number 2, it's again basic standards, which is 200 series, etc., which is principles and responsibilities. After that, don't forget to do the questions in ICI material. Almost when you finish this, it will be evening time. So go for another 2 other audit chapters like CFS audit, which is group audit, and very small chapter, which is internal audit. And again, don't forget to do the practice question. And very important thing, before you sleep, 1 hour in the night, before you sleep, make it a point that I always prefer to do a revision. In case if you have already done the revision, no ma'am, after chapter number 19, we have revised for half an hour, then you can solve MTP1. If you have already solved MTP1, then you can revise. Guys, revision is the key to forgetting. To solve the forgetting issue. So make a point that every day, once you finish the revision, 1 hour keep away for revision. Revision of what? Revision of both the topics of 4th as well as topic of. Now, these 2 days are over. Next day, start fresh. Again, going to chapter number 3, which is planning, basic essays, 300 series, etc. And chapter number 4, which is risk assessment, internal control, risk-based audit, all those things. Then don't forget practice questions. Then chapter 7 is reporting, which is nothing but 700 series. Okay, all these are basic standards. Finally, by then I think it will be like afternoon time. Then NBFC and bank. Bank is little big. NBFC is also there. After that, you'll get time for one small means little pressure less chapter, which is PSU audit. Finally, settle after doing the practice question. Again, make a point that you go for MTP 2. If you have already solved MTP 2, you go for a revision. And even if you are going for MTP 2, please make sure that either you do half an hour revision after each slot or at the end of the day, revise. What will you revise from 4th May, 5th May topic to 6th May? Ma'am, how it is possible? Revise means I'm not asking you to go through each and every page. No. Just glance through the notes or charts which you have made, or just recall. Okay, we have studied SA 500. What are the points? Just recall. Now, coming to the next day, just the day before the examination. Now we are coming to the crux, main standards, newly introduced standards, chapter number 8, special areas, which is 800 series. So it's a new day, starting fresh with newly added standard 800 series. After 800 series, you can settle for a small chapter, which is chapter number 9, which is SRS, which is relatively very small. There is a revision video available in my YouTube too. Okay, SRS. And don't forget to do practice questions. Practice questions means test your understanding, test your knowledge in ICI material. Then chapter number 10 and 11. Yeah, once you finish with these two, I think it will be around towards afternoon or towards evening time, because this is SRE and this is SAE. But do it properly because it is newly introduced standards, and make sure you do practice questions. Finally, you can go for digital audit and emerging areas. In case if you feel these areas are difficult, any of these areas, just go through the short notes and make sure you do the practice questions at least. Okay. Now, if you see what all topics we covered, we have covered all the topics from 4th May, and now we are coming to the end of 7th. Again, before the day end, which day? 7th May. Make sure you solve RPP if already done revision. Even if you solve RPP, make sure you revise 1 hour or 1.5 hours. This day target I've put little less so that you can revise more. Finally, the day has arrived. Only one chapter which is pending, investigation, due diligence, forensic accounting, which is a direct theoretical chapter. And before the examination, don't study anything new. Spend more time towards revision or the areas in which you tend to forget or which you feel weak, you just brush up. So if you see cumulatively from 4th till 8th, you get how many hours, you know? Roughly, you are getting around 50 hours. Okay, you'll get around 50 to 52 hours. With this, you can do wonders. So guys, lastly, don't play with your sleep. Have adequate sleep. For your mind to work in the examination hall 3 hours, you need proper sleep of 5 to 6 hours. Yes, don't compromise. Sleep for 6 hours. And last minute, before you enter the hall, don't discuss, because it will create more tension for you and for the other person. Stay hydrated, because your health and both the mental health as well as physical health plays very important role. Give your best for the examination. Once exams are over, leave the rest. Don't discuss about it. Let your results speak. Don't worry. Once your examination is over, go back, study for the next. So, guys, stay focused, give your best. Anything, I'm here to help you out. So, all the very best. Take care.